picked for Rise in the mid lane, and it will go top. Birdall, like Closer, two peas in a pod, and that they were very famous for their Aurelia.
Exactly, yeah, both of them.
And, I mean, they got their start on this pick. Closer's already had his Aurelia moment earlier in the tournament. It's going to be Birdall's turn this time against the Gnar. Wukong could play around top side in this draft because Ashenheimer should be able to stave off any pressure bottom side alone. And pre-6, not going to be easy for Vi to actually do anything down there as long as they don't overextend. Cassiopeia could deal with that early game Rise pressure that we normally see too. I think this game is about, can Genji out-macro Liiv Sandbox, whereas Liiv Sandbox's comp just too big to fail. It feels like it's too big to fail.
Well, we'll see whether it is going to work. Some really interesting picks. The Ashe Heimerdinger, definitely the fans raising their voices. You can hear a bit of desperation from the Genji fans over the other side of Lol Park from where we are, as Pays takes a bit of damage towards this bottom side. The Archers facing off as Pays just outside the brush. Made sure that Envy stayed interested.
It's going to actually get a back out of him here.
Or something like that that entirely covers up the fact that she's a snake.
It's very clear she won't be wearing any shoes this game.
Yeah.
As it is Conquer for her. No Shocker Scorch as well.
Yeah, a lot of conquering going on here. Full house, Conquerors full of comets. Like it. Lava. Managed to take down BDD's Cassiopeia last time this was attempted.
I remember that game. It was not good.
Yeah.
It was cool until it wasn't. Far here, the wave is pushing. You saw the Rise was missing for a little while. You have Cassiopeia with Prio before that, and you know, okay, there's no way Chovy comes over here and helps out. Peanut a level down because a lot of his jungle is stolen. This is pretty much a guaranteed Drake here.
Oh, this is cute though, as Peanut. Oh, he doesn't get the Vault Breaker. And Willa and Closer just going to secure this dragon. So, once again, Liiv Sandbox grabbing the first Drake. Next one going to be a Cloud, so no Cloud's all. Be a bit sad, but that's fine. As Doran, oh dear. Vanguard's Edge coming in, and there's the Blade Surge. Finds it with the W, and Birdall grabs the solo kill first blood for Liiv Sandbox.
Oh, Birdall in positional advantage. And they're going to leave Ashe bottom side here, Liiv Sandbox.
All right, well, we're going to go for the engage as Closer. Yeah, the Miasma not really doing too much this time, and Pays is going to lock down that kill. Cassiopeia didn't work out in that particular moment. Now Genji are the team that do have control of that Herald.
I'm entirely sure how Envy used his arrow there. I may have missed it, but just expecting that, okay, I could stay bottom side here and my arrow is still going to do something. We have the faster group up, but with no ult for the Cassiopeia, which really goes poorly here in this exchange. Just can hide where he is, though, if he gets this back off. Looks like he was delayed.
Oh, Peanut would be caught out. There's the Cyclone once again, right off cooldown. Willa's going to be able to find it here as he gets over, flashes on top of Peanut, and it's a solo kill in the end. Delight has to flash as well, and Liiv Sandbox, you have earned this dragon.
Yep, that was really well played by Willer. Follows him there on the blast cone, gets over, and now he knows there's no help for Doran. Birdall's like, I'm coming to teleport to kill you. It's down a level, there's Mega Gnar, but Doran is in a dangerous place on the map right now when this Drake goes down for free.
He's sort of walking behind the turret, just knew that he had Mega Gnar, and Birdall couldn't fight him, so just hanging out, having a good time. So Pays, let's see whether this piercing arrow can get a steal, because I think they had vision, but it's not in
previous game.
Yep, Doran spots the fact that that ward is in the brush. We'll see whether some clever alcoving can come through as Genji do avoid it. There's the flash as Doran looks for the wallop. Does now have the ultimate available and gets it, but it doesn't really do too much. Still, it's going to work out as Pays stands his ground. Closer, moving up towards the top side as Peanut has to flash as he's scared of the Heimerdinger, especially considering the fact that there is a snake hiding on the map as well. Doran looking for Envy.
Closer's teleport was into...
we are going to have a look towards the bottom side as Envy is punished for throwing arrows at Chovy. You're not allowed to do that, apparently. Doran is going to come after you, and he does do so. So that's a solo kill in the end.
This game is falling apart for Liiv Sandbox on this lane swap super hard. They're losing the bottom side there with Doran.
And that they're very happy with. Liiv Sandbox fans, don't panic, because you know the cool kids don't.
No, they don't. Very delayed rod here for Chovy this game, so advantage goes to Closer in that regard at the moment.
Yep.
As we are going to see this Herald rather taken. Birdall trying to get these surges online. This could be a huge opportunity for the Aurelia flank.
Well, the arrow is just going to part the sea as, okay. And that is just a lot of damage. W-empowered Q, that's going to do it after the Chains of Corruption landed, and another piercing arrow as well. Pays! Oh man, looking real good here.
He did it in the face of an Aurelia that has ult as well. He just wasn't scared. He trusted in his team. He walks forward and sets it up. There's no punish. He's just behind the wall. He has a great understanding of these ranged champions, man. And yes, Birdall is catching minions down here on this turret, but he should be able to defend this no problem. Look at the rotation over from Willer.
Yep, teleport immediately as well after that turret fell down as the arrow is going to connect, and that's a very dead Doran.
Macro error here from Gen G. You've got to respect the arrow that can come in from so far away in a situation like this. It's just such a deliberate setup play to leave the Aurelia here under turret, let the Cassiopeia push top. So a win on both sides of the map. Gen G, that's where the fireworks are really going to be. As one more time.
Another one, and this time it's going to connect on to Peanut.
No respect.
As cease and desist comes in, but Bertle's still going to be able to grab that kill. That is real comfy. And Gen G going to have to back away yet again. Liiv SANDBOX wrestling back control.
Gen G, you won the last game with an Ashe arrow. Okay, many Ashe arrows.
Yep.
And then you just had this mistake a moment ago. Here we go, TP fight.
Yeah, how does Willer get himself out of this one is the question, as Jovi's going to come on over, and the answer is he doesn't. He just gets shot. And Pays is going to grab himself yet another kill. I believe that's 4-0 or 5-0, something like that for this Varus, who is 5-0. And he has the Prowler's Claw as well.
Prowler's Claw, so sick actually in this case.
Oh, I love this from Liiv SANDBOX. They had Bertle sit in the brush to pretend that he'd backed.
Yeah, now he's going to look to maybe take Doran out here.
Yeah, as Doran is looking to try and secure the dragon as best he can.
It's a tug-of-war game.
Are coming down. Arrow will connect onto the Gnar as Jovi will turn up. And now the teleport immediately going to be used from Bertle. It's the do-si-do, the bait and switch.
Yeah, it's just a crazy back and forth macro move here, but Liiv SANDBOX just have complete vision control, but they don't have the damage just yet, and they haven't started this Baron. Gen G have plenty of time to get in.
Yeah, they certainly do. This could be a 50-50 unless Liiv SANDBOX manage to turn on a dime. We'll see whether they can. No arrow is available for now. Cyclone is up though. Vanguard's Edge is going to be there as the poke is raining true. And Pace getting a lot of damage across the Liiv SANDBOX roster as Arrow is going to connect. They're going to blow up the Gnar as best they can. He's very tanky though, as he now looks to walk his way out. The Petrifying Gaze, not as scary as the name might suggest. As it turns out, as Envy, not going to get taken down by that arrow.
Birdall still has ultimate here, not actually going to utilize it in this fight. They just got zoned out. They're going to back off here and return to this, but only Closer has TP. Gen G actually clearing this wave here and will now
see it, but they can see the 5-0-0 and the not as many numbers in the left-hand column for anybody else. So I think focusing on trying to kill Pays is definitely going to be a good option as, all right, Realm Warp going to deliver everyone. Petrifying Gaze comes in, but I think it was Closer that was scared as the whole crew turns up.
Yeah, just a slow rotation over from everybody. Birdall had TP. He's going to use it mid now because he's like, I got to rush my way over here, clear this wave. Maybe we can contest Baron, but really unfortunate here. Closer's picked. He's so much of this team's damage going into this fight. Willer has ult and flash. Birdall's going to try to slow this down by taking a turret.
Well, cease and desist comes in. Birdall going to fight Peanut here, and the rest of the squad aren't quite grouped up in time. Peanut punches a minion. Vanguard's Edge just to buy time. But there it is. Birdall's going to try and turn it onto Pays. That's a lot of money. But he gets stunned up and he will be taken down. That is 6-0-0 now for this Varus.
But it buys enough time for Liiv SANDBOX to regroup close
on the clock, as this gold lead has not shifted in a very long time. It's Doran. The arrow not going to connect. Oh.
Man, these arrows just seem a little bit thinner than normal for Envy this game.
I think Doran might also be a cool kid because he did not panic there either. Kyle, maybe he should have though, because Pace does so much damage. Mega Gnar going to come in, and Liiv SANDBOX, they have to vacate the area. In the meantime, Peanut's just doing the Drake. That is sole point now.
Yeah, and I mean, you're caught on two fronts here as Liiv SANDBOX. I mean, one Ocean Drake is not a big deal. 3 stacked up plus Soul, that's a big deal. That's actually quite significant.
Oh yeah.
And Peanut's getting these objectives uncontested for free.
Ooh, I thought that wasn't going to hit. Hitbox question mark?
Closer, the spacing here is so good, he can't follow up. There's no follow-up damage here. Like, this is one of the problems with Ashe, the Imperial Mandate Ashe here, where you're like, I got the stun, maybe Closer goes in. Where's our AD carry? Where's our AD carry?
Yeah.
It's just too much utility, and it's not a pick comp. You need the Wombo to go off. You need Closer to stun 3 people with the big Wukong ultimate, and then the Aurelia comes through after the arrow starts the fight off. the complexity of the draft here for Liiv SANDBOX is so high.
Yeah, and you have to get them to come to you, right? Like, it is 100% one of those compositions. And that's why Liiv SANDBOX continually start off this Baron, because they need a reason for Gen G to walk into their trap. And if it's just Kyle dying from a million miles away, then that's not a trap anymore.
Yeah, it's just a dud.
Yeah.
Fortunately. And the Varus could not be more impactful this game than the Ashe. The Ashe is an arrow bot.
And Doran's getting hit by a lot of him, but he doesn't seem to mind too much as he's building some tanky stats.
If there's no follow-up damage, who cares if you get stunned?
Yeah, true. I guess that's the 5-head play.
We need, like, Liiv SANDBOX needs to get a big ult combo here. This just isn't going to work.
Oh, Wallop, Gnar into the wall. Closer taking a lot of damage. Petrifying Gaze. Gonna try and take down Doran. He's very low. He tries to take the Realm Orb out and he escapes. Now pays off to the side, but he presents a huge target. But maybe he's exactly the target that Gen G wants, distracting the rest of Liiv SANDBOX. There's the Prowler's Claw we were looking for, and the triple kill for Gen G, as they will now be able to break open the base, and this may have just been the back-breaking moment for Liiv
think
SANDBOX.
it is. Liiv SANDBOX really want that fight. Peanut really wants to get out of that turret range.
Not a lot of minions just yet.
Yeah, I think if he dies there even, I don't think he cares that much. They don't even have Baron buff, and they're pushing to end. Death timers here, 32 minutes, super long. Gen G with a valiant attempt in this series to close out a game without any disasters, and I think we can say this game went pretty well of the three.
It absolutely did. Another kill, 10-0-2 for Pays on this Varus. Are we going to get 2 Varus POGs in this series? What a crazy thing to potentially occur, as Doran's going to step up. He's like, oh man, sick of taking arrows to the face. Why can't we ban Ashe?
Liiv SANDBOX really made them work for it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They really did, and Doran did so much to peel for his squad here. It's a really difficult POG vote for me, to be honest, because I think in a lot of ways it's between Doran and Pays in this game. Chovy had some really clutch plays. His Realm Warp to stop the teleport top.
Yeah. I mean, I think there are a lot of